the Senior Business Development Manager for Webgains UK, and today I am speaking with Claire Beaumont from Condor Cycles. She is their Head of Marketing and is having a very brief fireside chat with me about how well Webgains has worked for the brand. So, good morning, Claire. How are you?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate your giving up some of your time. It's nice to see the sun shining. It's making everything very bright and people being a lot more positive. So it's really good that we've got that. I know that obviously you've had a lot of calls recently as you approach your 6-month review for Condor Cycles. So today I just wanted to find out a little bit more information and share some of your experiences that you've had since working with Webgains.
Definitely, sure.
So I guess to sort of start off with, how have you sort of seen your brand evolve and adapt to be so successful, especially during the last year of lockdowns? Like, we've had pandemic Britain, we've had a lot of we had Brexit changes, and there's obviously been a huge switch from in-store to online, and the activity around that.
Sure. So the main part of our business is actually a flagship store in London. And although cycle shops are essential, so they will remain open this whole time, we saw a massive drop-off in people wanting to come to the store and the services and things we could offer in the store. You couldn't try on clothing, you couldn't have too many people browsing. So it was a real shift to online, and it was really great that in the second lockdown we moved into Webgains, which has accelerated the business's growth. We're not always focused on the best price and getting in a price war because we are a smaller retailer, and Webgains really gave us a bit more awareness out there that we had the products that people were looking for. Our online strategy was really to provide the service we do in store online, so that was things like very clear information, great images, getting the product to the customer as quick as we could, like no delays. If they ordered that day, we dispatched that day. We used the best service we could, remove the barriers to purchasing. So, if we could offer free delivery over £30, things like that. And that really is where people, that's where we saw the best response. Rather than driving prices down, it was people just wanted to get their products, and they wanted to get the right products in the right packaging, not damaged by the mail service, and just get on with their day to day, or get on with cycling, and that's really how we changed our strategy.
And would you say, just in general, has cycling popularity increased, do you think, in the last 6 months? Just because obviously, like, we have a lot of people can't go to the gym now, so instead opted to maybe do something outside, like running or cycling, something individual, or perhaps with their support bubble when that was a thing. And also because of most of the pandemic was during the better weather months.
Yeah, cycling really took off, and a lot of the products we have are quite they're full of jargon, so we had to be very careful and demystify some of the brand names and stuff like that, and attract new cyclists. Somebody might not know that our cycling water bottle is sometimes called a bidon, and some of our products were used.
I didn't know that, and I've worked with you for 6 months. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was a foreign name instead, because it was just the name that the manufacturer used. So we had to change a bit of that online, and that really helped accelerate our online strategy.
Okay. How do you think sort of having Webgains affiliate channel has affected the strategy overall in terms of the growth of the business?
It's made us be very aware of how we have our products online. So having the best high quality feed possible for the Webgains affiliates is priority. But that also leads into just having much more clearer information for the customer as well. So it's a twofold approach. And we didn't really have the strength to show that we had big exclusive brands, whereas with the Webgains, it's given us much more visibility across that. And we've seen new customers come to us and who didn't realise we had big exclusive brands that we've always had. So it's really helped us just cement where we are with some of our premium products, without working really, really hard for it and only having some of a result.
Yeah, and I guess obviously with more people showing an interest, that has a domino effect with online, as with anything, social media and so on. Obviously.
Sorry.
No, sorry, you far away.
The Webgains moving to affiliate strategy, it took a lot of pressure off of us, so we could. I mean, it's very, in lockdowns, it was very busy for some people. We were going video call to video call, and they couldn't offer and spend time just working on ideas. And Webgains took that away from some of our team. Just took the pressure off and let Webgains run. And then we worked on, our strategy for this quarter, which is so much easier. It just gives us an extra hand.
Yeah, that's what I've worked at Webgains over 3 years, and one of the strengths of what we offer is the support and service. But we hope to, I think that the approach is that we hope to help companies have an easier journey into affiliate. I mean, obviously you've worked with affiliate before, but when you were considering working with an affiliate network for Condor cycles for 2020, and especially obviously at the time when everything was so up in the air with sort of typical shopping trends around the pandemic, what did you feel were sort of the deciding factors between using Webgains versus perhaps a different network or not using a network at all?
Well, Webgains had a lot more high quality, bigger name affiliates. The network we won had a good selection of affiliates, but they're very small, and they were a bit clickbaity, some of them. So we had to be very careful with who we selected for our channels, which was sort of using up more time than it needed to. And the Webgains network has a much bigger spread. And secondly to that, we had an account manager assigned to us, and the new Webgains beta platform was much easier to pull reports from, visually see successes of where we're going wrong with some people. Yeah. Whereas other networks, they were very data driven. You had to do a lot of a bit glitchy, a bit figure-outy, and the new platform is so much easier to use, and that's easier for people further up the business who don't need to know the nitty-gritty of an affiliate, but they need to see the numbers easily displayed in a nice chart. And that's really where Webgains came in much stronger than anyone else.
That's good to hear, because I know that from obviously internally, we've spent a lot of time, resources, money on the platform, and obviously on being able to help people, I guess, navigate what they're looking for within the dashboard. Every affiliate network's got a dashboard, and pretty much any SaaS service has a dashboard you can log into. But I think historically, you're right, they're very easy. It's very easy to get lost down a rabbit hole of data, when in actual fact you just need to pull a very quick report. And like you say, it works at both ends, doesn't it? People at the lower end of obviously the tree may only need limited information to be able to perform their job, and the people at the top end only need very specific data for the board of directors or whatever it may be.
Yeah, and the ease of making changes to commissions, or adding voucher codes or adding new banner artwork is so easy that you don't feel like, oh, am I making a mistake? Do I need to refer this up? Have I accidentally added a new commission that's now applying to everyone? It's like taking that away, and that's really important. You don't need to spend an extra hour figuring something out or sending an email about it.
Is there any specific tools you think in the dashboard that you feel had sort of like the most impact, or at least offered you the most value to the online success from affiliate channel, or specifically from obviously the Webgains new platform?
The month sending weekly and monthly reports with the bar graphs are super handy, especially because we sign up some of the other directors. They get a quick PDF into their mailbox on Monday. They have a quick look and they can move on. They don't need to see reams and reams of rows of data and stuff like that. So the performance reports are really handy. The other thing is that we use those performance reports and filter by the top affiliates, and we noticed a massive drop one day in an affiliate, and we lost loads of potential sales, we wouldn't have seen that so quickly without that dashboard, and we were able to just reach out to that affiliate, figure out what had happened, and something had just gone wrong with our feed, and we got it back up to speed again. So yeah, that kind of quick to action reporting is just so handy.
It's good to hear, because having worked in the space a long time, I know that you get a lot of feedback from a lot of different customers, and even including people that maybe are not necessarily Webgains customers, that say how difficult the channel can be to be reported on. So it's good to know that we're doing that side of things very strongly. Yeah. Have you had any sort of within the platform? Do you feel like we could improve it in any way for new users, or perhaps people that are less technology friendly?
No, I think it's built. It's every few weeks it gets stronger and stronger, and the video series and the video guides and the help sections are really handy. The customer service is like so strong. I emailed the other day and I got a reply within an hour. I uploaded something and I got like a bounce back sort of thing that my I'd uploaded was incorrect, and I queried it, and it was just because there was a funny character in a cell, and it was responded to like within an hour. So that's really, that's the kind of customer service that you can't even wish for. It's so strong.
Yeah, it's what we all want when we're especially dealing with online, because there's so many services that rely on sort of generic templates or perhaps general chatbots.
Yeah.
I think where we've tried to have a much more hands-on approach to our customer base on all sizes of business, and I think that's helped us, especially during the last year, because a lot more people are doing a lot more things from home, so they haven't got maybe 2 or 3 team members to ask the question to. So obviously, if we can be much more responsive and give you the right answer in a much quicker and easier way, then obviously it does save you having to go around the houses as such to like get the answer that you need, especially if it's something so minute, like that example you just gave. I didn't even know about it, but obviously your account manager would have done. But in the sense that it's something that can be such an easy fix, but prevent such a bigger problem from such a tiny change. I'm glad to hear that's something that's really impressed you. Is there anything you think surprised you within the Webgains network that maybe like you wouldn't have expected us to do, or wouldn't have expected affiliate to bring to your online strategy overall, from the channel as a whole?
Yeah, we expected new customers to increase, which it did, and there's some of that is related to lockdown and everything. But we didn't expect the basket value to rise, because what we've seen traditionally with affiliates is that they look for the product, they get the product, the customer, gets the product, and then that's it. But we've seen our basket value going up and up, and now it's up by 22% on what we started out with and on our other platform, and that's quite surprising. So it's bringing people in, and they're looking around. They're not just making a one-off purchase, and that's really strong. The other thing is that Webgains, our account manager, said make sure you reach out. She does a lot, but she does say you need to reach out yourself because you know your business the most, and she's always introducing us to the affiliates, and we've developed some really strong, so I would say 5 strong affiliates that I work with like day to day or week to week, and she oversees, which is really great. When I speak to other people, they don't get that kind of, they don't realize that they can reach out to their affiliates. They might be working on a different network. They just turn it on, let it run, and say, oh, well, it didn't work that well.
That's the thing. A lot of people have an expectation, I think, of how affiliate should work, and I think where Webgains is trying to change the perception is it's more like a relationship piece and a little bit of an education piece, I suppose, because a lot of people don't know that you can do these things. They don't know they can contact an affiliate or a publisher directly through their network. But I think equally, like you say, that it has a huge impact on your sales, and maybe like things like basket size or brand loyalty or introducing new products because to a new audience, because at the end of the day, they're not things that can be done unless you speak to a human being. So as much as all of this clever technology comes in, without that additional step, I suppose it does. It facilitates that to happen way above technology could.
Yeah. Something I really like about the newer platform is the affiliate search, and you can within the dashboard you can type a keyword such as cycling, and it brings up any affiliate that has a similar kind of service. So that could be a blog, a website, or a CSS partner, or a voucher code partner, or it could be as wide ranging as like a travel company, and that's really something that I wouldn't have reached out to an affiliate to do, and our account manager suggested that. And you can find those kind of tips within the Webgains FAQ, but she wanted us to do that, and that's just scooped up some extra new customers that we wouldn't have found before, and then they've continued to purchase with us from first coming through by first acquiring them through affiliate shopping. So yeah, there's so many little features. You just need to maybe have a checklist and work through it. I think that's maybe what we're going to do. Go through. Have you done this? Have you done this? Yeah, right. You're all set.
I think that's a really key point, and I think the affiliate discovery element is where some brands struggle most. Like they may have a really popular brand online, and they may have a fantastic network of sites that they work with already, but they're not reaching their full potential because they don't explore the opportunity to work with somebody a little bit broader, like in your example where the cycling relates to travel. And I think having one thing about the Webgains dashboard and having that affiliate discovery element does mean that you can grow. If you're a self-managed program and you're running it yourself, or you have an account manager to do it for you, you can grow your network in a much more targeted way. And obviously it's good to know that those tools are seeing or showing you value, but it's also good to know how easy they are to actually implement to make a difference to your online success. And we would like to encourage more people, I think, to do exactly what you said. Just go in and have a look at the directory, do a few searches, and recruit some affiliates maybe you wouldn't have ever thought of approaching. But there's a huge database there that you could be really utilizing to increase sales. And I think it's great to hear that you've been encouraged by your account manager, but you've actually done it yourself, Claire. Like you've actually logged in and done what we've suggested, and it's proven fruitful.
Yeah.
Do you think there's anything that you'd like to see sort of added to the Webgains proposition that would that impact the channel maybe more for this year, especially now we're starting to hopefully, obviously, come out of lockdown indefinitely? Is there anything that you think would be or should be introduced to help brands like yourself achieve even bigger success?
That's a difficult one because at the moment it's all working very well for us. So there's not anything you ever find that is missing right now. I think, that's so tricky because it's well at the moment.
Probably put you on the spot there.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. I just didn't know if there's any things that you found that you think would be sort of user-friendly tips, or maybe like you said though, the checklist. I think that's a great idea, and that's something we can obviously feed back internally to your account manager, and I can feed it back to obviously different people in the team, where we can maybe strengthen, take all of those things that have been successful for you, those tools and resources, and then make actually people more aware that if they do that, they will see a much better response from the affiliate network.
Yeah.
And I guess empowering them a little bit with a sort of tick list or a checklist to do so.
Yeah, I mean, I thought of something that there's some affiliates who they're affiliates on lots of different networks, and your contact there is deeply ingrained in the world of affiliates, and they sometimes talk in a bit of jargon and expect you to understand, and that can be a bit overwhelming when you first email them with your account manager in copy, or if your account manager emails them on your behalf, you get something back and they're using lots of phrase work, and you're like, oh, I don't know what this means. So maybe a little jargon buster, a little guide to some of the phrases that they use. Maybe something, what you should expect. There's some affiliates have an onboarding cost and some don't, and it's just words like that and what you should expect with some of the bigger affiliates, like Quidco or Top Cashback. What you expect to see from them and what they expect from you. It's not just like,
yeah, to actually make it happen. Yeah, I think that's a really good point, and I think that's something we should definitely try and work on for this year, because I think more people are, well, it's very well known now that affiliate massively helped, as a channel, massively helped brands last year, and I think moving forwards, people are going to be much more open to working with different types of affiliate and using the channel as much more of an integrated part of their online strategy, even with shops reopening and so on. And I think you're right. I think educating people on some of the terminology, like there's so much even I still learn, and it's little things as well. Like you can pick up the phone and speak to a new customer who doesn't know that affiliate and a publisher are exactly the same thing. So you're right, a little jargon buster that just basically says the really easy to sort of understand stuff would probably help people use the channel. I'd say probably help them use it more, because then they're going to be more understanding of what it is they're getting.
Yeah. And the other thing, it depends on the business. We're a manufacturer of bicycles, so we make and design our own bicycles. We have an in-house design team, but there might be some people who've done a few banner designs and think that's going to work fine for them, but maybe a bit of an overview, some guidance for them. Like, you shouldn't have maybe put that massive shop now button there and try and use this. I don't know if people have that sort of worry, or they have their own internal design. So
I'm sure there must be some brands that are at that stage. I mean, obviously, if you're looking at the top end of our affiliate portfolio, somebody like, I don't know, Lego, they're obviously going to have huge resources available for that sort of thing. But you're right, any SME, especially in the UK, has probably not got that, and maybe doesn't have the experience to sort of signpost it. You know, they just want to tick off a list that they need a shop now button. They don't know where to place it or how. It's best to get it as engaging.
Yeah, there are some people I know outside of the industry who do work with affiliates, much more smaller brands, you know, like sort of like an organic nappy company kind of thing, and they're running it, and it's a startup, and they didn't know that they could maybe add a banner and things like that. I mean, that again, going back to the checklist, when they do it, maybe they don't see that much success with it because it's a bit of odd artwork, and the affiliates and the publishers aren't really willing to pick that up. So a little bit of help with that, I think. But that's not something we suffer from, but might be something for smaller new people who are finding a way.
How long? Thank you for that. Sorry. And obviously, all of this it's been very, like, it's good for me, because obviously as a salesperson, I have spoken to you at numerous stages, but from the initial point of sale to now, there's been 6 months, and it's nice to know how well the affiliate network's performed from you, not just your account manager, and to know sort of these areas, because these are areas we can now feed back and hopefully continue to improve upon and make more accessible to more brands like yourself. Is there an immediate timeline for the store to reopen?
Well, the store is open, and then hopefully in May we'll start offering some of our services again, which were one-to-one services, so like bike meeting, where you're much closer to somebody, and because we don't have we can't really do it outside, it's quite difficult to do. And when you do a bike fit, you cycle on a special bicycle, and we adjust it for you. So cycling inside in proximity to someone else is quite difficult, even with a mask on. It's not very comfortable. So hopefully we can start to do that from May. And then I feel that our store, it's in a main West End sort of shopping area. So we will have people coming back to us, and it is a destination location because it's on 3 floors. But I think there will be a big shift to people just staying at home, working from home. We used to have a lot of people popping in to pick up a product because they worked opposite in big offices. And we won't now. Yeah, but we've always focused on trying to get products to people quickly, make it easy to purchase. You know, keep that 5-star Trustpilot review, because we've done really good, efficient processing of the order. So we're just going to continue with that, and then look to how we can make the store a more interesting proposition in the future. Maybe we reduce some of the products we have and add coffee shop element to it, or something like that. Maybe change it around a bit, make it a bit more of an exhibition kind of destination. Yeah.
Sounds exciting. You'll have to keep me informed, and I'll obviously have continuous conversations with you over the next 6 months, but hopefully we'll have a similar success. Obviously, hopefully have better success throughout the affiliate channel, but with everything that's changing, yeah, anything you need, obviously you just need to reach out to me or your account manager, and we'll hopefully continue to work with you and keep the successful partnership going with everything that's going on with Condor Cycles.
Great. Thanks, James.
I really appreciate your time today, so thank you. I will let you crack on and have a good rest of the week.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.